Hi, Ryan Michael Galloway here. We don't need no stinking record company.com. In a noisy holiday household, but sitting in the very spot where probably age 16, 17, and 18 I learned 85% of what I know about record producing. And it's kind of, well, because I sat here and I listened to so much good stuff from Joni Mitchell to Steely Dan to Chicago to Crosby, Stills and Nash and everything in between and better and worse, and sat here and decomposed everything that they did, and then learned the last 15% or so in the recording studio itself. I actually did quite a bit of recording in this spot as well. I actually put like 15 string players in the room that I'm in. It's my parents' old rec room. At 17 years old, I had an orchestra in here recording them. So anyway, I've been doing this for a while, and it's appropriate that I'm here talking about your CD quality tonight, and by that I mean really paying attention to how you put this thing together so that when it goes out and it is your emissary, it tells a good story about you. I'm hearing an awful lot of indie stuff where people have spent a ton of time, for instance, using computers and tracks and loops and stuff to produce a very awesome, lush track. And then they fumble at the 1 yard line by not paying attention to the vocals and whether they're on pitch, and whether or not the timing on them and the emotional content is right and all that. Just make sure every piece that you work on is up to the level that you have the time and the money to produce. And you know, if you spend all this money producing a great track and run out of money to produce a great vocal or a great lead instruments or whatever your last couple of tracks are, then wait, save up some more, go back and finish it, because this thing's going out beyond your control, and everybody's going to hear it, and it's going to be a real representation of whether or not you're any good or not, whether that's fair or not. So be careful. And you know, if you're in a genre where pitch doesn't matter, like folk music, there's an awful lot of folk music that's gravelly, you know, almost spoken kind of material, and that's fine. That's appropriate for that genre. That's great. You know, if you're in a genre that doesn't allow you to overproduce too much without it sounding too slick, then don't overproduce it, not even your tracks. But make sure that it's appropriate, what you're delivering is appropriate for the kind of music that you're doing, and take care. It's very, very critical that you do so, and spend the time, if not the money. I mean, we can get this done in our home studios too, right? So, I am Ryan Michael Galloway. That's my advice for tonight, and we don't need no stinking record company.com.